last week's episode, the women's team got off to a wet start while waiting and getting rained on, but they push on through the sewer and unnamed lakes, including maintaining portages cut from the previous women's team, as they make their way down dreadlocks to Mozhabong Lake. The team was now entering dreadlocks, the name given by this group describing the series of beaver dams that make their way down to the next lake below through this narrow corridor.
Okay. Oops. Okay, so we've gone down like I think 3 beaver dams. There's another one down there, and it looks like there might be another one just beyond that. But the interesting thing is, when we came here in the early summer, like in July long weekend with the other girls, that spot beyond there was dry. It was just a trickle, and I had totally expected us to be either portaging along that whole section, and it's now filled in with water. So it's obviously been dammed, and we're gonna lucked out huge, so we'll be able to paddle.
The beaver dams progressively got bigger as we made our way down, making it harder to do the lift over with the canoes at such a steep angle, as you can see here.
My feet are already soaking, so I can help you if you want.
Well, was it dry before?
Sorry?
Was it dry before?
Yeah, it's kind of cozy. But
That's sacrilegious. Dry feet.
How did you manage that?
Yeah.
Well, especially
There's just rocks down there. Okay, hold on. There we go. Nice. Thank you.
Like an actual lock, we were able to paddle between the dams, but real locks don't have obstacles in the way.
Oops. Hold on. Let me see if I can push. If you push to your left, yeah, and I'll push forward. There we go. Nice.
Sorry?
like on this side, you can see the trail.
Yeah, as you go up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta go a little faster over that log.
Okay, right?
Then we came to the biggest one, which required everyone to help getting both the canoes down as well as the packs.
Yeah, you can just set it down again. Ready to go?
Let go though.
So this is the biggest beaver dam, and from here, looks like it's gonna be a little interesting haul. We really won't be able to paddle, but we'll have to figure out how to get through here into that marshy section. So. just take the heavy stuff. That's it. The packs is fine. Yes. Yeah, you guys should walk it because it's rocks. You don't want to wreck the canoe. Yeah. Okay. No, that's good. We'll load her up.
Maybe a little further.
Okay. Whoops. Yeah, just walk slowly. You're gonna bash your shin. Woo! Deep. Whoa, whoa. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Even
I
my.
didn't want to go face plant in there. No way.
You know, this reminds me of those Americans raising the flagpole. Nice work, ladies.
Right.
Woo!
Now just do that to this point.
We're gonna cut that one, right? I think we're gonna cut that one.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Love it.
This is incredible. It's just like a series of locks, huge dam, beaver dams, just one after another. And if you look beyond there, you might not be able to see, but I think the lake is there. So once we get over that last beaver dam, we're gonna be able to paddle right into the lake and not even have to portage here. Thanks to the beaver.
After cutting and pushing aside the thick and heavy birch tree across the water, we were on to our second last beaver dam. I didn't get an exact count, but there were probably about 10 beaver dams of varying sizes in total.
Okay, that's good.
Do you want to take the other stuff out? I think with just that out, we'll be able to.
Yeah.
So you go on that side.
You guys are in the middle. I'm coming down with you then.
We were now on what we thought was the last beaver dam, as we could see the lake from here.
I think it does.
You're not going to swim.
By the third canoe, I'm gonna be like this deep because I'm sinking.
Yep.
Okay, you need a couple more. You
Okay, hold on. Let me go over there.
carry over these rocks.
Nice.
Then there, left. Or should we
We'll
go?
have to pop it up over there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the spot I was sure about.
Can you do it just the two of you, or do you want me to come in? Slide it down through.
So we're just approaching
Okay.
the lake. Just one final, apparently very thick beaver dam, and then we'll be into the next unnamed lake, and then after this one will be Mozhabong Lake. So we're almost there. This lake is beautiful too. Look at all that rock, the cliffs. Maybe. Yeah, to the lake. Yeah. Good. Stuck on something. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Yep. Wow, look at the cliffs. That is stunning. That is gorgeous. So we're just on these, just paddling at the base of these huge cliffs. This lake is even more stunning than the last two. There's so many cliffs. This one has a big island as well, and it's just gorgeous. There's lots of rocky outcrops. Look at this here, stunning. If I'm correct, on top of this mound of rock, this island, I think there was supposed to be a pool of water. Yeah, I'll have to look at the map to confirm, but I remember seeing this island. It's like, huh, I think there's some body of water on top of there. So if we do camp here, we'll definitely have to go check it out.
Right.
So we've reached the end, and this is the entrance into Mozhabong Lake, another beaver dam as expected. And this is pretty much the creek that flows into the big lake. I'm just checking out. I think there were some boats at the other end, just not further behind me, and it looks like a clear portage to the big lake. But I just wanted to see what this looks like. You can tell it's in a steep little valley here, and it'd be pretty difficult to get the canoes through here. So we would have definitely portage, and I'm just taking a look. Yeah, you can see the lake right over there. All right, I need both my hands here. Okay, I'm not gonna go any further. Just went down a little bit, and it just drops again. And you can see the lake beyond there, but significant drop. And yeah, trying to get a canoe through here would be quite the effort. So, but it's beautiful in here. If you look over there, there they are waiting for me. So we'll go back and hit the portage and get into Mozhabong Lake. It'll be easy. So this is Mozhabong Lake. We finally made it. And there is an actual portage. You'll see the trail right here. Guys, it goes right up the hill. This is not surprising because there's a couple boats, stashed at the other end, 16-foot aluminum boats, and it makes sense. There's a nice lake here, and fishermen probably took their boats there, and they'll leave it there, and they'll just bring their motor and bring it over to this lake and fish and camp. And there was signs of people being there, and I can see why, because it's such a beautiful lake. This was a nice little find for us, and this little carry will now be pretty easy. Yeah, it's just a trickle. Okay, no big deal. All right. Yep. So we are now paddling on Mozhabong Lake as we make our way north, and then we're looking for the access in to move now west towards, ultimately it would be to Bark Lake, I believe. So let's see how the day goes, how far we're gonna get. Okay, we've come down about 5-6 kilometers down Mozhabong, and we're about a kilometer and a bit to where we're supposed to access to the next lake. We won't have time to cut out Portage today. It's I think it's probably almost 6. Yeah, it's actually 6. So it gets dark in about an hour and a half, and one of the girls got to cook steak tonight, so we got to have a good fire. So we might get camp here. So we just pulled up shore. It looks like people have been here and it's cleared, but we thought there was a building in there, but it looks like there's some tarp or some shelter there. So if there's good tending site, we might just stay here.
Despite some trash and junk left by other campers, there were good tenting options, so we decided to stay and make the most of it.
Okay, we're on Mozhabong Lake, and tonight, let me introduce you to the bartender
Hey.
and the Caesar bar.
Already.
Woohoo! Yeah, we got the Caesar bar.
Okay.
We got Clamato,
Yep.
which is still here. Carried it all the way in.
Is there a reason why we have a bar and a spot device at the same place?
You know, it's safety first.
Safety first.
So
drink.
safety with the alcohol, you know, it's always turns out on the average.
Good.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. So I brought with me 750 milliliters of polarized vodka, which Bo is gonna help me find the bottom of.
Na zdrowie!
That's not So, you know, no one's watching me pour, so I'm just.
I'm watching. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah, just a little for me, please.
Okay, I don't know how much that is really, but you know, in case Polarize wants to sponsor us one day, here we go.
Okay.
Oh!
I was gonna say.
Come on.
Jen has taken TPP meals to a new level.
Oh wait.
She's like, dehydrated food, what? Feta cheese,
I got muscle.
olives, homegrown tomatoes. What's the stuff on the left there? Oh, to your right. What's that?
This?
Yeah.
This is quinoa.
Okay.
Quinoa in chicken stock.
All right.
Oh,
The
look
base
at
of our
you,
carbs.
Woodgather.
Yeah.
I went out and got little things.
Yeah.
Nice.
There it is.
She's gonna plump us up, and I'll make sure to burn all that energy off tomorrow, guys.
Yeah.
Not yet. Getting there. This is the first time I've ever had a Caesar too. It's like so many firsts for me at these TPP trips.
You know she's had too much. It's not TPP anymore.
TPP.
TPP.
Perfect. Might be a little chewy. But it'll be good. Sorry?
Those are your tomatoes are from the garden?
Yeah.
You can tell,
Yeah, they have so much flavor.
right? You can always tell.
Yeah.
Ever since we grew our tomatoes, we could never really buy grocery store tomatoes. It's just,
Tastes like cardboard when you buy them.
it's just, you know.
So, what do you find folks eating tonight?
We are eating steak and
Like cavemen.
Deliciousness.
yeah, steak and quinoa with feta cheese and
Wow.
olives and homegrown tomatoes and balsamic vinegar. It's delicious.
Why am I filming and not eating?
Exactly.
What is wrong with me?
Only you know the answer.
Especially since you wanted it.
After supper, the rest of the night was spent relaxing by the fire with drinks, getting to know each other and sharing our individual stories. But there was one thing definitely to celebrate.
You're gonna get another
another
sunflower seed thing.
Okay, so just want to say that as
Yeah, a
a
little bit on this side, but only if you
being the
burn real
fourth
big,
team
we'll
on the TPP trip, it's kind of nice that we've always met some milestones because it just shows that we're making progress and sometimes it's hard to get to certain locations, and this has kind of been one of them, Mozhabong Lake. Heather really wanted to get to this lake with the last crew, and unfortunately we couldn't get her there because she had her childhood like camped here with her parents. But we did make it, so I wanted to say thank you for being part of this team that got to Mozhabong, and also because we've now passed the halfway mark. So cheers to
Woo!
Team 4 TPP Women's Trip.
Here we go. Okay.
Bottoms up!
Bottoms up. Okay. Here we go.
Find the bottom.
Oh, that's nasty.
Oh, it's
Really?
beautiful.
So good.
It's like a hot cinnamon heart.
It's like the one
Yeah.
thing I could
Very
do.
It's like a cinnamon heart.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
it is.
Wow.
You're warm enough.
I am.
And I said, because you were ready to retire, right? It's the last job everybody takes because
It's
ready
like
to
a
get ready
farm
for
plan
retirement.
in the lab.
Is that really?
Yeah, it's totally different.
It just, the rest of the lab, you have to work shift work and and see patients.
Somebody finds the cliff after 50 years.
Warn me when you're behind.
So you walk in when you last and they'll tell you, okay,
Ready to start the
No? No?
Are these yours?
Yeah. Because they're kind of wet.
Yeah, you probably want to keep them.
How you feeling?
Sore.
Sore, yeah. Bruised. They're like
Yeah,
you can't really tell. It's really funny in the tent when you look at them. They don't look.
Yeah. I see a bunch.
Yeah,
Remember, this is the one else.
yeah, look at that, David.
Oh.
Look at that. Oh, come in the shade when the sun's not in it.
No, I see. I totally see. Good morning. It is day 3 and we are just setting off. We've got about 1.5 kilometers or less to get to our access point to get access to the next lake. And it was an absolutely beautiful morning. We got the sunrise and the mist, everything that you could ask for one of those perfect, beautiful mornings. So we took our time and we're setting out now. It's about 9:45 now. Looks like there might be another campsite right on that point there. See on that right there? Looks like there could have been something there too. Oh, I love this lake. Yeah, we're gonna turn to the right and then we're gonna go through another narrows, and actually before the narrows, that's where we're gonna turn left into the land. See how it drops? That might be kind of where we might have to go in on the right. So we are approaching what will be our first portage cut today. And if you can see in the terrain there, there's a little bit of a drop, and that's exactly where we're heading, because this whole shoreline is pretty steep and a lot of cliffs. So we certainly don't want to tackle that kind of terrain, but this low point will certainly be where we'll be entering into the next lake. Had the girls a little scared. They thought they'd be rock climbing right here. Let's stop. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we are just at the most promising access point to the portage, and there's, in fact, we can hear a creek coming down off this hill, and it does go up, so we will definitely be going up in elevation, but it's the lowest point in this area. So the good thing is there has actually a little bit of a clearing, which is nice. I don't know if this is a sign that this was where the old portage is, but there actually is some metal piece there, so it's interesting. But we're gonna make our way up there. Okay, so the interesting thing is, as I'm starting to just do a quick reconnaissance, it looks like a trail here. I'm really surprised to see something, but if this is part of the old trail, I'm not sure. But it kind of does die here. But I would imagine it goes this way. We've got this tree in the way. Yeah, we'd have to get through here. Okay, let's just take a quick look. Come on up. Nice. So we're moving up towards the lake, but we just noticed a peculiar blaze mark. This one's not super old, but it's something that people do to mark the portage, so it's pretty cool. But so far the evidence of this trail is pretty clear. We've been able to follow it. I mean, there's a lot of blown down trees and obstacles, but for the most part we've been able to follow the trail pretty good. Well, maybe now. Now it's kind of like, now where is it? All right. Yeah. Okay, so we just saw more evidence of the trail. There's a cairn here, and we've been seeing, yeah. And we've been seeing some small blaze marks on the tree, so it's awesome. And this is the open area that I saw on the sat map. So we'll just continue down towards the lake. Nice work, Karen and Jen.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Canoe got older brand. Anyone know? Sorry? Canoe?
Yeah, they're.
New.
Yeah, it's, yeah. I don't think it's that old. Nice job, everyone. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Nice job, Karen and
Cleaning up.
Jen. You guys are the blazers, trailblazers.
Yeah, that cracked canoe brand is pretty new.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Nice job, everyone. So we've also put some newly freshly marked blazes to make it a little more visible. We do have flagging tape, but you can see they're just clearing. This part is not as thick, but we're just trimming a little bit just to make it a little easier to see that this is the way to go. It's easy to get distracted and thinking that you just go over this open area, but you go up and then you have to go all the way down, which is really slippery with all this moss and lichen. So this is the original trail, and we're going to stick to it.
high enough, or do you want?
That's good.
Remember how short I am.
Sweet. Awesome.
Let's cut some of those possibly supporting branches on this side so that it has a better chance of just falling versus bouncing out. These guys. They're the ones that are gonna push it back.
Can we push it maybe from this side Words. I wonder if it's better if we push it this way.
So we're gonna try and go that way.
We're gonna shake it. We're just gonna shake it until hopefully it'll rip off. Yeah.
I wonder if we saw it just a little wee bit underneath there. Would you think it might?
He's gonna bind.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Or even a little bit lower.
I figure we could do the momentum thing and then hopefully we can rip it off. Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Ready. I have a feeling it's gonna come towards us, guys.
I know. I think we should go on the other side because it seems like it's more leaning this way.
Okay.
Yeah, there's less like supporting it.
Everybody just be ready to jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you should be that close to that because you don't want to fall on it.
Yeah, it definitely leans on.
Let's just try it and let's see if we can get it to
I'm gonna go around.
rip off. Yeah. You know, on the other side.
Thank you.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Ah!
No, guys. I think we need to weaken it up there just a touch. We're so close. Even if it's down a little bit lower.
Where's the?
Get up on it and jump.
Squirrels can still get its mushroom. One way to do it.
The funny thing is, part of how we're finding parts of the trail is the beer cans that we find along the way. Now this section, we came up in this little valley just underneath here, and at that point my GPS died, so we came up on this ridge and we found the trail that was going down this way. So at this point we have to try to join in with that one, and I'm going to go down this way to see if I can find a better way down. But yeah, it's evidently used by locals or somebody. It just hasn't been used in a long time, and it looks a little rough, but otherwise yeah, there's definitely a trail. So we're basically cleaning it up and making it better. So this lichen is super slippery, and we've been slipping and falling, so Leanne found a creative way to expose the bedrock. Probably not the most environmentally friendly, but it's safe for portaging. Look at that, it's like friggin' carpet.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, you're gonna
Nice
get
job.
sabotaged by environmental.
This section had thick brush and overhanging trees. Here's a quick time lapse showing the work being done to clear a way through.
So we're almost at the end of the portage. We're pretty tired, and we've been going at this for quite a long time. But there's this one tree, of course you can see, you couldn't get through with a canoe. Pack you probably could. And now they've made a big effort to, they're gonna cut two sides of it and drop it. So kudos to these guys. They're really putting in the 110% effort to clear the path.
So ladies, can you tell us about your work?
Now, is this going to bind this here? If we
It shouldn't, it
It's
shouldn't.
coming right now.
That's exactly, yeah, that was the plan.
Right on. More? More? Okay.
More.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what you do? No, cut from the bottom. See if you can cut from the bottom.
Or should we pull it this way?
It's not gonna be much that you gotta cut. So just do it lightly and.
There's a.
Oh, sorry.
There's a.
Stick. Just use
A nub.
branch.
A nub.
There's something.
Actually, you know what? Just use the orange saw. Just use the orange saw. Just it should literally snap. There we go. There. See there.
Look out.
Oh.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. You guys have to get a picture
you got
with.
on your toe and
That
you're
did-
okay,
that-
or
that-
like
that-
okay and it missed.
No, it hit my toe, but it's okay.
And then we got
Oh,
thrown
this
into the
is.
woods.
Yeah, which way? Which way, ladies?
Throw it forward. Just throw. Oh, actually, there's tools there.
This seems like
Over Jen's head.
before we lifted it above our head. No.
2 reps. And now do a squat.
No.
Hold on. I gotta take a picture. 3, 1, 2, 3, throw. Woo!
Use all that energy. Well,
Go this way. Guys, this is awesome.
Yeah, that's badass.
like, we should throw it.
We're no longer gonna have to climb under or over.
Great.
Great job.
So the portage is up there, but while we're cutting a big tree, Jen cut a trail down to see this beautiful falls. And we are gonna call it Jen's Falls. It's pretty.
Yep. Kind of nice to be able to see it off the portage.
Yeah.
The celebrations were short-lived, as there was another tree soon after. Not wanting to leave the job undone, they now tackled the second tree, which was a bit more problematic.
There you go.
Yeah.
Representing Kekabeka Falls. Yeah. Hack. Fighting out of the red hack.
But it's like the MMA.
Okay.
Okay.
We got a
That's
wedge.
Yeah.
A bit.
Uh-oh. The raver's up.
Rager.
Why are you laughing?
Get bad.
You go, girl.
There you go. You got it around your wrist.
Yes.
Okay. Really slippery with gloves.
It's just gonna chip away. So yeah. Nice and light.
Okay, can you grunt with it?
What else would you like?
Scream. Set up the Caesar mitt bar while you're at it.
All right, so we've got this
Feel it.
big tree. It's about 14 inches, and we have David with his spirit animal. You go
The
ahead.
beaver.
You know, that takes a lot of effort. You.
Concentration.
Oh my gosh.
Do it again. Do it again.
Object in his hand.
All right, someone else be the beaver. Oh my gosh.
Maybe we could saw it now. What do you think? Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a good wedge there.
I feel like now we all just want to hack all the way through that.
Yeah.
Ooh, there we go.
Yep, we eventually got through this one too, and finally made it back to the beginning of the portage.
What time did we start?
10:30.
We started out from the last campsite at like 9:35.
No, I'm talking about when we started here.
10:30?
Yeah, we got in at about an hour after we left.
10:30. It's like almost 4 o'clock.
Wow.
Wow. So if we start at 10:30, we probably got there. Do you think? I don't know. I think it took an hour, maybe an hour.
I'd say let's
So 11:30.
I did wander around and stuff.
Yeah. So
11:30.
11:30. So it's been
5
4.5 hours.
On our way back.
Way back, we'll smoke it.
Well, yeah.
Okay, let's get some water. Let's get some snacks and do the carry. Nice work, everyone.
Yeah, well deserved.
So we finally got to the lake. We definitely went off course just because the terrain was so gnarly. So we're looking for some campsites, and this is so pretty. There's this little creek that runs down here and off this rock shoreline into the lake.
That's the challenge, to not get wet. No, it's not. See, I told you, I can follow.